Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be unboxing the My Fashion Style Violet Willow, which is the newest budget doll line from Rainbow High. I was able to find this one on walmart.com, and they did take the link down shortly after I purchased her, as they did with the other three as well. I have had her for a couple of weeks. I was able to get her just a few days after I got the other three, but yeah, then the links vanished. So I was honestly worried about them kind of disappearing like the last budget line did, where we had like the Georgia budget doll in the dress. I saw her, I think, briefly a year ago, and then she never showed back up. Like, still to this day, I've been looking for the other budget line, and while I was able to find like Karma and Stella, and I think, who was the other one? I don't remember, but Georgia and Amaya and Crystal were basically impossible to get. So I didn't want that to happen with these, so I snagged them as soon as I could possibly find them. I'm sorry that people are not able to go online and get them. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if they're going to be re-released again soon. I don't know if Walmart made an error and posted them sooner than they were supposed to. I have no idea. They posted these three one day. I bought all three of them. They were $14.99 each, and then they took those links down, and then like 2 days later they had Violet's link up. I snagged it. They did not have any stock photos on any of them. All they had was the MGA logo, and as soon as I bought her, they took her link down as well. So I don't know. It's been a couple of weeks since I bought any of them, and I don't know. I've checked back, and they're still not online. So hopefully they come back soon. I apologize that, people are not able to find them. I've heard a lot of frustration, and I get it. I would be frustrated too. So I'm glad I was able to snag them, but it is frustrating for everybody else, and I get it. Let's do a quick look over her box on the outside. So this has the same adorable little like bakery. It's like that little cloth overhang that you see. Super adorable. Hers is purple and white, and then you've got the pink. They are like a holographic bricks, little glittery bricks. And you've got the Rainbow High logos and the faux lights, and then you have these little topiary trees down here, and then you have the artwork over here, which is very precious. I like it. Here is, I don't know if that's going to help, but I'll put it up to the camera in case it does. Yeah, and then you have the back, which has that same like glittery holographic look, which is what they all have these days. Yeah, I mean, you've got all four of them on the back with their artwork, and the top has that logo with the My Fashion Style. And then the text on the bottom just says, "My sense of style is totally unique," and has all of their Bella, Sunny, Violet, and Amaya. And yeah, I love them. I did change my Sunny into a different skirt, so that is not the skirt she comes with. I do love their clothes. Well, I love her clothes, I love Sunny's clothes, and I love Amaya's clothes. Bella's not so much. So anyways, so yeah, and then inside there's little faux shelves and books and flowers and things like that. And you can see, she has her purse and her shoes, and it's pretty cool. So these are budget, so they don't have any articulation aside from the shoulder and the hips. I did do a body swap on Sunny and Amaya, so they are on articulated bodies. But as you can see, I have not swapped out Bella, and that is the budget body, so no articulation. And hopefully we will see articulation again coming up soon. I don't know. There's some new releases coming down this year, and I'm just hopeful that they will be somewhat decent. So we will cross our fingers and see what happens. But until then, let's get this box open and take a look at Violet a little bit closer. Okay, she is out of the box, and I think she is absolutely adorable. She has a very sweet hairstyle. I feel like it gives her a very like girl next door summer vibes. Very precious. I think it's a refreshing. I don't know, maybe it's just the way this one in particular looks, but just the way they have her hair kind of pulled back. And I know these aren't necessarily permanent because usually they come out of the strings, but just with her hair kind of tucked to the side like that, I think she looks absolutely adorable. So anywho, let's take a look at her, shall we? Okay, so she has the usual hair for Violet, which is the 3 or 4 tones of purple. You've got pretty standard, I'd say it's, about as thick as usual for the rooting. It does have a little bit of product. It is basically completely straight, except for like just the crinkles in it from the packaging. And a little bit of gel up here on the front. The rest is pretty soft, actually. It's very silky. And the center part just gives her a very sweet, youthful look. I think it's very nice. She has very light brown eyebrows and her usual blue and purple eyes. She has just a tiny bit of purple eyeshadow that goes around and up to the corner from this, about 3/4 away across, and some blue that goes into the corner, and then a little bit of blue on the bottom that blends into the purple that basically just goes around the cat eye eyeliner. And then just a little bit of blush on her cheeks, just a light pink. And then her lips are a very beautiful, like a peachy pink, have a nice gloss to them. Very natural looking. I think it's very pretty. And for her shirt, it is like a t-shirt fabric, cute little tank top. Has a 1 sleeve, Velcro in the back. And then the strap on the other sleeve is like a holographic, it's kind of a plastic. So be careful with that so that it doesn't break. I could see that breaking pretty easily. And you have I Heart RH in purple, pink, blue, and orange. And then you have this like a lopsided tail that comes down in the front. I think it's very creative and cute. It's just different. It's nice to see something different. And these very stylish yellow denim shorts. They are a denim. And then they have this RH in basically a holographic rainbow print. And it just has these diagonal lines with RH logo. And then you have these little faux pockets. It's nice to see some detail, and a faux fly and a faux button. And on the back we actually have some faux pockets here too, which is nice to see. Like the best part of Rainbow High next to the dolls themselves was the clothes and the detailing on the clothes. I was always in awe of the clothing details, so it's nice to see it when it's there. So yeah, we've got purple top, yellow shorts, very cute, no articulation, so there's not really anything to show you there. She does have some purple boots. These are pretty cute. They remind me of like Catwoman boots, like very superhero-esque. They have like a full front where it's completely solid purple plastic. And then you have the RH, which protrudes in the middle of the ankle. And then you have a faux stitching around the toes, if you can see that. And then you have these cute yellow faux ties that are wrapped around the ankle, or maybe even higher, I guess. And then when you turn it sideways, the backing is completely open for her heel. And you have a high heel, like almost a stiletto heel. And then, of course, this little slit to help get the feet in. So let's put them on and see how they look with her outfit. I honestly don't know that these are going to look great with this outfit. I love the shorts, I love the top, and I love these shoes. I just don't know that I love them together. But let's see. Because I was right about Bella's. Those shoes I love. I hate the rest of her outfit, and those shoes definitely don't look good with that outfit. Kind of the same here. They definitely, yeah, I don't like them with the outfit. I love the shoes, and I love the outfit, but I don't think they go together. So, what do you think? I have never in my life worn high heels like that with an outfit like that, but it's okay. We'll just take it in stride. And then we have her purse, which is a very dark purple handbag, and it has a faux strap that has faux buckles. Let me put her down. Faux strap, faux buckles, little faux hooks. Everything is solid purple, unfortunately. There's a faux zipper on the top, if you can see it, kind of. It is squishy, but it does not open, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. No. The front has like these little, is that patent leather, I want to say that this looks like? These little lines. I can't remember what it is that you see purses made out of. Kind of a leather, shiny leather, I think. Got some seaming. The back is plain. And then, of course, you have these faux stars over here on the side, which looks like they're supposed to be the zipper. And then you've got the gold panel with the studded RH in the middle. And that is it. Kind of soft, honestly. I mean, it's solid, but it's kind of a soft plastic. And of course, this is always the hardest part that I don't understand is why do they give us purses with the budget dolls? Because the one thing you cannot do with a unarticulated doll is put a purse on their arm, because it does that. So I've never understood the usefulness of having a purse with an unarticulated doll. I would rather have articulation and no purse, or, you know, maybe just articulation with a purse. But if you're going to do the budget, I would say take this money and put it into either a different accessories, or pump this money into something else in the doll, like better clothes, more clothes, or just do like sunglasses or something else, because you cannot hang a purse on a doll that doesn't have articulation. It just doesn't work. It barely works with the articulated dolls. So this one, once you put the arm down, it's a goner. But anyways, that is Violet. So give me your opinions in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. If you think she's cute, if you think you're going to buy her, if you think the link is ever going to go back up. And yeah, just love to hear what you plan to do in the future with Rainbow High. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. We'll see if they get any better or if they get worse. So we are hoping for good things, but we never know. So this is the entire collection together. I do think it was a cute collection for a budget line. I think that Sunny, Amaya, and Violet are very cute. Sunny is definitely my favorite. Amaya is my second favorite. Violet third. Bella, not so much. It's really just, yeah. Her hair and her face are very cute. But her outfit is atrocious and her shoes don't match. And her purse doesn't match anything she's wearing. So I don't really understand her at all. But that is how I would rate them in general. So anyways, thanks again for being here. I look forward to next time. Hopefully there is another release soon. I'm hoping is it Shadow High budget dolls? And then the Shadow High collector series dolls are coming soon. And I believe a series 2 of Sparkle and Shine. So yeah, let's cross our fingers and hope for articulation. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.